That's all it is. If they didn't have that belief, they wouldn't see that. When you go to that point consciousness place, if you'd like to be in some other reality frame, you're there. You don't have to travel. When people first get out of body, they have to travel. They fly, right? They go through the wall or through the ceiling and they fly. Well, of course, that's just because they have a belief that in order to get someplace, you have to travel.
Yeah.
That's a belief. That's not necessary. If they wanted to be someplace, they could just intend to be that place, and they would be. It's instant. There is no space in the larger consciousness system.
Yeah.
So when you're a lucid dreamer, you're waking up in the dream world, and you sort of take charge, right?
Right.
Well, now, lucid dreamers are often constrained to a dreamlike environment because they believe and they expect that that's where they are. They're in the dream world, so now they can take charge of that dream, and often their experiences are kind of dreamlike. It's just their own expectation and belief. Remote viewers, they lie down or whatever it is that they do, and they go to a place. Somebody gives them coordinates, or they intend to go see what's going on at that place. They're all doing the same thing. Now, the remote viewer would feel like, oh, he can't go to places that you can get in and out of body. Well, the only reason that there's any difference is because he believes that remote viewing is a visual, perception of a place. That's what remote viewers do. Now the remote viewers are starting to learn that, well, they can kind of go into the future and the past, and they're kind of breaking out a little bit with more experience that their world can be a little bigger than that. So what's the difference between those things? Mostly it's what the person brings to them with their beliefs. What are they all doing? They are all letting go of the physical first, just like you do in meditation. Secondly, they're having an intent to experience certain kinds of information. That's what they're all doing. And that's what's fundamental. So they're all doing really the same thing within a context that limits them. So out-of-body, lucid dreaming, remote viewing, healing, all of these things that we talk about as separate things are not really so separate. They're individuals who are becoming aware in their consciousness, which for most, in the beginning anyway, means they're becoming unaware of their physical reality. But like I say, with practice, that doesn't have to be the case. You can become aware in your consciousness and still be aware in the physical reality at the same time. It's not necessary that you let go of the physical. It's just common that in the beginning, when you're learning, you do that because it's too hard for you to process two realities at one time without a little practice. So that's not even a requirement that you let go of the physical. You just have to be able to make the physical not matter, not operate on it, not be operative.